Hello, or should I say, howdy. This is Spy Guy 888, of course. I should not be that confident of saying freaking of course. No, today this is the start of a new series, and in this series, which is called no, over here, Bounty Board, is reversed. It's very strange. I will be playing a selection, only one per video probably, a selection of Western games, Western themed, some obvious like Red Dead. Here's some of them. I'm gonna try to put something over here of some of them that are extremely Western themed, like Red Dead or Evil West, or stuff like that, like very obviously Western themed, to stuff that is maybe not as closely tied to the theme, like Star Wars Jedi Survivor or Star Wars Outlaws. I guess that kind of fits. I don't know. We'll see. Um, but and that's not even a complete list. Though as the series goes, there's probably gonna be more added. Um, but actually, first of all, I want to show off something real quick. Let me. All right, and also this knife my aunt got me. It's freaking sick. Anyways, no. So let me take this off. Let me take this off so I can actually sit down and not be uncomfortable. And throughout this series, I'll be ranking them on a tier list. This is just how much I like them, so it's just my opinion. And if you disagree, you're just wrong. Simple as that. And you should argue with me in the comments if we have a difference of opinion. And it's definitely not just comment baiting. Anyways, so let's get started. And first off today, we have Evil West. So let's get right into it. Okay, so today, as previously mentioned, Evil West is the game we're starting the series off with. And I'm looking forward to it. It's been a very long time since I've played this game. And even longer since I played it on the channel. Which I didn't get very far, because I used to have, and still do have, a problem with finishing series. So, oh well. So in this game, how am I gonna phrase this? The gameplay is pretty much a knockoff of the. I think this is like another save I have, by the way. It's just gonna be random levels. It's not going in order or anything. It's just gonna be like the gameplay is just like a knockoff of how I'm familiar with the new God of War games. That's kind of weird.
You know the cat is right there in front of you. Oh shit.
I'm gonna turn down the volume a little bit while I yap. What do you think about that? Oh, it was already pretty low. Wow, very cool. So.
So you're telling me it's not the booze?
There we go. I don't even know what that said. Oh. Very cool. Thank you. Yeah, the gameplay is like, it's mostly melee, to be honest. That was just like a very gun-centric part right there. But it feels sort of similar to the little I've played of the new God of War games. I don't actually have them. Some of my friends do, and I played a little bit of them. The story is very generic. It's just cowboys hunting monsters. And it's like a whole institute thing, and it's very scientific, and electricity's involved later on. So we're just gonna play a little bit of it, and yeah.
Fucking maze.
looks about right. I'll bet my last dime to Bono's here somewhere. Dead end. Great. Huh? You seeing this too? Take it off.
Mr. Rentier, on a first date? What do you take me for?
You're right. You know what? Let's switch. I'll take the explosives, you get the Bono.
Is this about the bridge?
It's not about the bridge.
Got the damn train, didn't I? I've seen my share of tech architecture, but that's something. entrance. Looks even bigger up close. Well, let's crash their little party.
Humans are growing stronger, Dominic. We need to leave the shadows. Once our veil of secrecy is lifted, we might be more powerful, but they will crush us with their numbers. Listen to the voice of reason. There is a thin line between being a survivor and a coward.
Enough. Your line's first for all out war with the humans endangers us all. Peter Navana. Without the sheep,
The wolves go hungry, yes. But the day is coming when the sheep will outwit the wolves. Haven't you been watching, brother? The humans have harnessed the power of steam and lightning, and they grow mighty. If our hubris allows us to grow fat and lazy in the shadows, they will soon have the power to hunt us down like dogs.
and so you propose war.
War suggests there is a chance we might lose. I propose we strike. With my new asset, we can control the change. Reclaim the Sanguisuja's rightful place at the top of the food chain.
Control the change. Are you mad? Even suggesting such a thing is blasphemy.
Dominic, brother, these are blasphemous times. While my methods may very well be at variance with our tradition, I can tell you one thing. If we don't adapt, we will perish.
Enough. I will not allow you and your bastard breed to lead us into annihilation.
Peter Davan, for the high crime of conspiracy against your own kind,
I sentence you and your line to the true death.
I told you, Father. They wouldn't listen.
We had to try, Felicity Mikata. Our work will be a lot easier if we can help them understand. If we can't...
Then we force them to!
Think you could have brought a bigger knife?
Some people get a gold watch when they retire. I got Susan here.
Should have asked him how to get out of here.
Too late. He won't be of any use for a month or two. Wait. What about Chester?
Well, what are you gonna do?
Now that is how you shape an explosion. Damn, we're late.
At least we won't be going back to the manor empty-handed.
All right, let's talk about it. What do I think about Evil West? Well, let's talk about the gameplay first. The gameplay feels decent, I guess. Like it's not it's not super smooth is the thing. It feels very clunky, especially to get into it first. And if it's been a while since you've last played it, it's kind of hard to like get back into that flow. But I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess. Like it's not. I'd give it like a C, which is, I mean, that's not terrible. It's not like fantastic, but it's not terrible. I like the lightning stuff. I don't know if I don't know. I think with the abilities that you get from all the lightning stuff and like the different gadgets and stuff, it packs a lot on you, which can be good or bad, I guess. I think it does it decently. So gameplay, I'll give a C, I think. The story itself is very generic. Because I mean, it's just like, oh, the big bad guy. Like, spoilers, by the way, for the story. Skip to, I'll try to put the timestamp up. Skip to this timestamp if I remembered. To skip past the story if you, for whatever reason, want to. It's generic. It's like, oh, you catch the big bad vampire at the beginning. It's like doing weird experiments. You capture him, but his daughter escapes. So you capture him and bring him back to your base of operations. But then the vampires attack, and you have to be on the run, and you go to the ragtag team that lives sort of far away, kind of, to the main operations base. And then you start working from there, and oh, your dad was attacked, but he seems fine. Oh, but he suddenly got way better, and he feels super strong. Oh, that's crazy. Well, let's go on a mission, and you come back, and he's a vampire. And you have to go kill him. And then like the vampires are trying to kill the president, I guess, and it's like, man, I don't know. It didn't really hook me. I'm gonna be honest. The gameplay and the story combined did enough to keep me playing. This is back when I originally played it, and ever since then I've come back a few times, I guess. I'd give the story like a B minus, C plus sort of thing. I feel like that's how all these ratings are gonna go for this game. Is like C ish. The presentation, I'm just throwing this category in there, is very good. And by that I mean like all the, I guess I don't know if it's necessarily presentation, but like all the character, how all like the enemies look, and like the main character, how he looks. I think it all looks very cool. I think it looks great. All the different monsters look phenomenal. Actually, you know what? I'm going to see if I can open up this save. Okay, nope. We are not going into the boss fight against the dad that totally didn't turn evil. But like shit like this, like normally vampire stuff is all about bats, and in this game it is too. But this game also introduces like other, like for instance, leeches. Very heavy on the leeches. which I think is very, very cool. That as to like, what am I trying to say? Like blood bags almost. I think it's pretty cool. Um, I like how this game does a very good job of like making it seem like that late 19th century classification, like scientific classification for different things. Because this is supposed to be like an actual institute that hunts down monsters in 1894, I think. Oh, something like that. It's early 1890s, I'm pretty sure. Uh, like, look at this shit. It's like a mummy vampire, like all wrapped up in bandages and shit. And like these things, and they're like covered in leeches. I don't even know what the fuck's going on there. And then the non-vampire things that just happen to be around. Uh, Screeching Devil. Oh, these are the bugs that like spit shit at you. These things are kind of cool. They're like, they are still vampires, I think, but they're like skinless demon things. Oh man, all these gula. What is gula? But these all these little like info bits about the monsters are so freaking cool. West African, interesting. Um, and there's werewolves because of course there are. And in this game they like team up with the vampires because they think the vampires are going to help them like cure their help them remain in one true form so they don't keep transforming. But then the vampires just keep them as slaves basically. And these are like weird wasp things. Those are kind of cool. The mole monsters are kind of annoying, not gonna lie. The werewolf spiders, like shit like this. This is freaking crazy. It's awesome. It's amazing. And even that thing's just freaking creepy. I guess it's like based on the Snallygaster thing. Yeah, Central Maryland. Uh, and there's like regular people that are like they're servants to the vampires. They're familiars, so all that. And there's other bosses, but this save hasn't progressed far enough. And there is, I'll see if I can find it. There is a level that involves a long dead giant crocodile, like hundreds of feet long, probably more. I'm bad at distances and stuff. Hundreds of it's freaking big. It's a big monster, and it is so cool. Oh my god, I'm gonna leave it on this one for now because that guy looks sick. Um, that guy looks like Spawn, but like cowboy. Uh, anyways, no. So like all the character design, monster design, enemy design, presentation. That's what I'm classifying as presentation. All of that kicks ass. It's so freaking sick. Give that a freaking A plus 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 because that thing kicks ass. All that shit kicks ass. There is one thing that will completely counteract that A plus 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 and drag it down to C where where everything else is. The multiplayer. Now normally, I don't usually play like no. Despite all the videos I have of me, most of my videos are me with other people. I usually don't play these kind of games multiplayer because I usually can't convince anyone else to play a game like this because they're like, I'm not playing that. It looks like a ripoff of God of War and like weird cowboy shit. But I did get someone else to get into it, and unfortunately, they do not have an Xbox like Series X. They still have the Xbox One. And I was under the impression that you could still cross-platform between those two. For some fucking reason, that's not true. And that is lame as hell. That's very annoying. So she's still playing through it, and we just aren't able to co-op. That's balls. That sucks. That's F. They failed the multiplayer task. And I'm pretty sure it's not cross-platform either, which is, also failed. I'm sure the actual multiplayer gameplay is fine. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's as good as the standard gameplay, except you also have a friend, so like funny shit can happen too. I'm actually going to look up is Evil West cross-platform. If I can spell anything correctly. It doesn't. That's what I thought. Alexa, turn volume to 10. Alexa, when did the video game Evil West come out?
Evil West was released on November 22nd, 2022, and it is available on PC,
Alexa.
PlayStation 4, PlayStation...
Alexa, shut up. 2022. I thought we were done with not cross-platform shit in like 2019. What is going on? What is this shit? This is frustrating because I really, I don't know. I enjoyed my playthroughs of this game, and I wanted to share that enjoyment with another person. And they're still playing through the game, and they seem to be enjoying it. It's not usually the kind of game they play, so I don't know why I keep saying they, because I already said she earlier. This isn't really the kind of game that she usually plays. So she's been, I don't know, I might get her in here to talk about it a little bit. She's on vacation right now. But I would love to experience this game with someone else, because there are some parts that are pretty challenging. I'm not like a full-on, I'm pretty, I kind of suck at these kind of games. And like, I don't have it on like the super easy difficulty, I don't think. Like it's normal. And there's some parts that are kind of challenging, and like some timing is kind of bullshit for like for different attacks and shit. But it's so frustrating. And Xbox itself, when the Series X came out, they're like, yeah, if you can play it on the Xbox One, you can play on the Xbox Series X. I get that, like, now it's been so long, so that they don't really, they like that Hogwarts Legacy game, they had to like make two different versions for the different console like versions, and I get that, and so it's not really like comparable anymore. But that was like a major selling point, was that you can still like play with friends that are on the old console, and I guess that's just because the new versions of all these different games hadn't come out yet. I'm just complaining now. But yeah, so multiplayer fails because what the fuck. So in total, I would give Evil West a C. So we're going to rank it as a C here. I really, really, really wish this game would get like a patch or something. I don't even know if that would solve the issue. I don't even know if they would even classify it as an issue. I can't play with a friend that is on the previous gen console. I guess that's just because of performance things. I don't know. It sucks. But other than the multiplayer issue, if you don't play multiplayer in any game like this, but everything else seemed worth it, like I would give, maybe I went a little bit too hard on gameplay. No, I'm going to keep it as a C. It's fun. It's very fun. I like it a lot. As I was just bashing it. No. Okay. Let's... None of this is scripted. I'm just completely off the top of my head. The gameplay, you can get sort of into a flow state with it, where it feels good. But to start off, and early game, and like if you're just coming back to it after a while, it's hard to get back into it. It doesn't really have that flow at first. All of the character models are amazing. Like let's go back to them here. Like, Look at this shit. This is freaking awesome. This is so cool. And there's other ones. There's like the final boss looks kind of lame. I'll see if I can. Do I even have a save of? I think this is a new game plus save, so this should have it. I don't know why I didn't even just go to this one. No, I don't.
The founding fathers.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so this one right here. This is still spoilers for story, I guess. Your dad, I shouldn't. There's no way I can put a timestamp for like skipping spoilers, because come on. But this is your dad as a vampire, and he's got these weird like tentacle things, and it looks kind of weird. And his boss fight's pretty challenging, because at least it was to me, because I suck. And so is this one. This one can fuck off. This one was kind of cool. But this shit right here, this was hard. This is the final boss, Felicity. That's the main vampire dude's daughter. And in gameplay, when it was like whipping its like neck all around, it looked kind of weird. It looked. I don't think that was a very. I mean, it was a good model. I don't know. I just didn't like it as much, I guess. But like, look at that. A spider. It's like a vampire-controlled spider. And like a werewolf thing. And it like the webs are all covering its face so it can't see anymore or something like that. If you see there in the description, the theory is that it's the result of a symbiotic relationship between animal and arachnid. Now, the more biologically knowledgeable, that's not it. If you know biology, arachnids are freaking animals. And that doesn't look like much of an animal anyways. It looks like a freaking monster. And it's got like the spider nest in its belly. Oh my god. This thing was annoying to fight. These things are fine. That's just a werewolf. That's a skinless vampire monster thing. That's a big wasp thing. Like all of these like monster designs are so sick. And like I don't know. Another thing, I not really complaints or anything, just another thing. Oh shit, that's right. I was gonna say the revolver is a what's it called? The Lamat revolver, which is a 9-shot revolver used by the Confederacy in the Civil War. It's cap and ball with a 20 gauge shotgun barrel underneath. However, once you progress far enough, you start unlocking like the electrical upgrade shit to everything. And I'm gonna be honest, like it looks cool, I guess, but I just don't. I don't really like the use of electricity for like this kind of stuff. This thing was kind of cool. It's a crucifix and it's like a flashbang thing. No, where is it? Hold on. Yeah. Like you bring it out and it flashes them and it like zaps them, I guess. This sort of like electricity effect, or like this like sort of sci-fi thing where it's like old Wild West electricity, feels a little bit too goofy to me. Which I know we're like, it's all goofy. It's vampires and werewolves and cowboys. Like it's never not goofy. But I don't know. It just using like the Tesla sort of like technology, electricity, like Nikola sort of technology to like as a weapon against vampires. I get that's like the theme of the game is like technology, or like one of the themes, I guess, is like technology versus nature. Except technology is the good guys in this story because the nature's vampires and vampires are evil. I don't know. I think it fits fine with this game, but it's not usually my favorite theme, like aesthetic, I guess. Also, Boom Eternal. That's funny. I don't. It just looks goofy. I guess I don't know. I wish you could keep it as the regular revolver. That would be kind of sick. I guess in that one, does it still show the? Oh, the revolver's there on the hip. I have like a different skin on for these. Hold on. Yeah, let me equip all the regular stuff. Like, also the overuse of leather in this desert environment that like 90% of the game takes place in. You know, whatever. It's that like stereotypical cowboy like western shit. Um, I I guess the more I think about it, the more okay I am with all the electrical stuff because it fits this game. But just in general, I'd rather it be like more like mystical, I guess. I don't know why I pronounce it like that. Mystical. Mystical. But I don't know. Like it I like it, I guess. I don't I'm kind of just I'm you get what I'm trying to say. I'm just rehashing everything I've already said. So let's recap. Gameplay, C. Story, C. Character models, A plus, A. I'm not doing pluses. A. Multiplayer, F. And so all of that, I'm just giving the whole game a C. And that is Evil West. Also, I'll if I can, I'll put the trailer, like one of the trailers for this game at the end. It's freaking good. It's what got me to get it. Because, I mean, let's be real here. I love westerns. I freaking love westerns. So I was gonna get it as soon as I heard about it. I wish this game got a little bit more support. To be honest, I wish it could have gotten like some other. It. I don't know anything about Flying Wild Hog. I think that's the name of the developers. But this seems like a game they released and were like, "Yep, that's it." And they did like some bug fixes and stuff, like the bare minimum, and then just left it abandoned. And there's been no word of any sort of sequel or anything like that. I don't know if it's sold well enough to get a sequel or anything. But like, I don't know. I don't ever see any sort of acknowledgement for it. I guess it's not. It didn't do quite as well. It wasn't as popular as all that would have warranted. Whatever. We are going to put this game at C, and then I'm going to spin a wheel to find out what game we are talking about next. Uh, Spinning and ooh, Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Okay, that is what we will be talking about next. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you have any other Western games that you would, or any games in general, I guess, that you'd like me to play, but Western games specifically for this series that you'd like added to this list, I'm going to have this list on screen now, please let me know. And if there's a game that's just like barely adjacent to Western, like there's a cowboy hat in the game and that's it, please let me know. I will see if I can look into it. And yeah, so that is that. Make sure you like and subscribe, and again, comment stuff. And goodbye. All right, I forgot to record this part in the main I already put away the green screen because my dog got scared of it, I guess. So this part's gonna have bad lighting. I also took off the little ring light thing, but I wanted to show off this thing. Ooh, there we go. This is my Remington 1875 revolver, and then a holster I got for a BB gun, and it fits though. Here's actually the BB gun. Oh, for legal reasons, this one is also a BB gun, but like, so BB gun and then BB gun. This was the original, which, yeah. Yeah, this thing, oh my gosh, it's my freaking prized possession. I love this thing so much. Okay, well, goodbye.